game of chess is like a sword fight. You must think first, before you move.
Host everyone! Sensei Hagen here with Sifu Chris. We're going live with our Enter the Chambers podcast, episode 2 from the reboot. Today's topic, Sifu Chris here is going to tell us.
We're going to talk about overcoming adversity through martial arts.
Alright, so again, overcoming hardship. How has martial arts helped you maybe through some hardship? So again, as we're having our own discussion, feel free to comment other ways that martial arts has helped you through your life. So I'm going to have Sifu Chris kick it off. How has martial arts help you through adversity? How can it? How has it maybe helped you? Or how can it potentially?
Well, if you think about what you learn through your training of every day, like, okay, if you even go to the Taekwondo tenets, right? What's a few of them?
You got courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control.
That is the biggest one.
Perseverance,
right?
Mm-hmm.
So in China, they have a proverb that goes, "Eat bitter, taste sweet," which in America we have no pain, no gain. However, the difference is, for us, we say, okay, well, if you don't, if you're not going through stuff, you're not going to gain anything. The difference for them is first it sucks, but then it actually is a good thing. Tastes sweet so it's not just, oh, you gain something, but you actually like enjoy the fruits of your labor.
I like that. So again, to kind of reinforce that, sometimes you don't know where life leads you. Something that might be perceived or in the moment is horrible can later on lead to other things. Again, an example is possibly you're in a job, you content with your job, one day you lose your job. It's terrible. You lose a job, and people have lost jobs many times in their lives. When that happens, in the moment, you automatically are afraid of possible income, other outcomes, what's going to happen next. When you end up in the long run, you start finding you maybe look into other jobs, you find a new job. Maybe the new job is better than you ever could have thought of. Maybe you find a whole new career path. Whole point is the mindset is when terrible things happen, sometimes it might lead to better things. Sometimes it may lead to worse things. You don't know is the whole point. As long as you have the right mindset when you go into it, perseverance, you got to keep going each day.
Now, frugal face mask. You are correct. So meditation and Taoism, that's one of the, especially in the Kung Fu world, that's part of, that's where a lot of our philosophy comes from.
Exactly. Bushido from the Japanese, that's why we make a good team here. We got the Kung Fu knowledge, we got the Bushido knowledge. Taoism actually does embody a lot of the same types of philosophies and mentalities. So
so door closes, others open. That's exactly right. So, and also through even meditation, a lot of people struggle with meditation, especially the people who are really like...
I was never a big fan of meditation because, again, I'm always constantly go, gung-ho. You can even just, my whole demeanor is nonstop go, go, go. But I recognize the importance of meditation. If you're constantly going and going and going, you don't take enough time to sit back and see, where are you going? What are you doing? You need to gather your thoughts, redirect, and start self-reflecting on what you're doing.
And that goes along with the perseverance. So if you ask a lot of people to turn off the lights and sit in complete silence without moving for 5 minutes, that would be literally a living hell for a lot of people. Because a lot of people, they struggle with anxiety, so that's why they're always fidgeting, and they have to be moving, they have to be thinking, they have to be listening to music, they have to be running, they have to be talking, and they don't want to...
They don't want to quiet the mind. I like what Frugal Face Master is saying. A lot of good input here.
Yeah, exactly. So Kung Fu, if we go back on topic here, so overcoming adversity, no matter who you are, Kung Fu literally means hard work, acquired skill. So the idea is it's not about what you like doing, what you struggle with. What is important is that you do it, because oftentimes what we don't want to do is exactly what we need to do. So for those who struggle with anxiety, like I struggled with health anxiety for a while, and when it comes to a lot of personal issues, is you can never defeat it. you can never beat it. You can't try to force it out of your body. You can't force even thoughts out of your body. You kind of have to realize that it's two sides of the coin. You have the yin and the yang, and they blend together. They come together. So you don't try to force it out, because then you'll be out of balance. So embrace it as your constant companion, and don't fight it, but just let it, because what's the opposite of anxiety is what? Peace. So let them rumble together, and don't try to, because trying to force it out of your body is just going to cause you more anxiety. So just flow with it and be in the moment. And that is the true meaning behind the meditation. It's not to quiet the mind. I mean, partially about quieting the mind, but really it's just about being in the present moment.
Don't worry about what you're thinking. Don't be racing thoughts about the future, the past, whatever else is going on. It's living in the ever-present moment, I think, is the point you're trying to convey.
And if you look at the Shaolin monks, they fought for that for that specific reason.
Peace of mind. When you fight, exactly, you're in the moment. Yeah. You have to be in the moment. Somebody's punching you. You're moving out the way. You got to be able to react so quick. There's not enough time for it to register. It's beyond thinking of what's going on. It's automatic reacting.
He's got it. But yeah, so when it comes to adversity, for me, I just say, you know what? Ultimately, for me, I say, through the martial arts, I gained the self-discipline to go with just to get back into the grind of things.
To build on that, especially with the Bushido, with the Hagekure, you need mental resolve.
Exactly.
When you have the resolve, you're in the mindset. When you have the mindset, you can accomplish anything. That's also routine. Routines are important. You commit. Yes. You commit with the resolve to your routine, whatever it's a training routine, a commitment with work, commitment with for health, whatever your commitment, you need the mental resolve, because you said you're going to do it. Whether you want to that day or not becomes irrelevant. You said you're going to do it, so you do it for the sake of doing it, because you made a commitment and promise to yourself. That's resolve. So again, to overcome any obstacle along your way, if you made a promise to yourself to accomplish something or do something, your resolve is what helps push you forward, because there's no question about it. You said you're going to do it, you're going to do it.
That's right, for sure. So, just to recap real quick, at least for me, just discipline, just to get into the grind. You know, the day in the day out of the grind. I personally think it's the most underrated thing ever. Nobody likes the term, I gotta go back to the grind, but you know what? At the end of the day, that's what life is about. And if you want to improve your life in any which way, you gotta put the kung fu and you gotta put in the hard work. Otherwise you're just gonna stay where you are.
Yep, very good words. I think that's gonna pretty much sum it up right there. Again, very good talking tonight. I appreciate Frugal Face Mask. Thank you for your input tonight. We ended up being able to help facilitate the conversation with some of the comments you were making. Again, I think we ended on a pretty good note. Keep going and just keep a good mindset and outlook on life.
Yeah, and if you guys want us to bring up any topic for next week, just let us know, and we'll and if you want to be part of it, even just let us know, and we'll get you on.
Yep. So again, this is going to be reposted. Comment other ideas. Maybe you want us to discuss. We'll do it in the next podcast. If anybody ever wants to be part of this, we can do the screen share. We can continue facilitating discussions back and forth. Be happy to get you on the show. So if you're a martial artist or have anything to contribute to the show, let us know. We're happy to get you on. In the meantime, you guys have a nice rest of the weekend. Ending on this Friday night. See you guys next time. Us!